Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and second video of the day for you because we've got a bunch of tidbits to cover. So let's jump into things. We are going to start with IHG1. IHG1 has a ton of different offers available right now. So let's go through them. IHG1 promotion for unlimited double points plus other ongoing offers. So unlimited 2x points in September. Members who register for this offer can earn double points on their stays from September 1st to September 30th. Double points can be earned on an unlimited number of times, but you'll only earn the bonus starting on your second stay and only on stays after registration. So register now, and your first stay would be, it would probably be best just to finish your first stay on September 1st and then do your second stay shortly thereafter. You'll get double points, unlimited through the month of September, but it is limited to the month of September. So there you go. There's no restrictions on locations or brands, so taking advantage of this offer should be easy. Your room rate must be at least $30 per night to qualify, and stays booked with any number of points aren't eligible for this promotion. So they do have to be cash stays. If you have the IHG1 Premier card, that is what, 26 points per dollar. So you get that. You get the double base on that one. So really, you're going to be buying a room at 40 something points per dollar. Nice way to bulk up your points. And we'll continue on from there. 3x bonus points at select brands. Members staying at select IHG hotel brands can earn 3 times bonus points from July 1st to September 30th. Registration for this offer is available there. Registration opened on June 18th and continues through the end of the promotion. Participating brands for this offer include Avid Hotels, Atwell Suites, Even Hotels, Voco Hotels, and Gardner Hotels. And it's limited to only guests whose accounts are registered in the Americas. Only stays after registration will be eligible for the 3x bonus. You can earn bonus points on all eligible stays during the promotion period, but has to be paid rate. Only paid rates qualify. Room rate must be at least $30. IHG members typically earn 10 points per dollar on hotels. So with this promotion, you're going to get 30 points per dollar as base. And again, if you use the IHG1 Premier card, you're going to get that 30 point per dollar base plus whatever you get for platinum status and whatever else the card gives you. So that would probably be around 50 some odd points per dollar. So for a $100 room, 50 something points per dollar, you're looking at 5,000 points. Not bad. 2,000 points every 2 nights or 8,000 every 4 nights. So the newest IHG Rewards promotion offers the chance to earn 2,000 bonus points every 2 nights or 8,000 bonus points every 4 nights. You got to click to register. These are valid for stays from May 20th through August 31st. So it's not the newest promotion. Once you register for the offer, you can't register for the other. If you register for 2,000 bonus points for every 2 nights, you can't also register for 8,000 every 4 nights. It's one or the other. Once you've registered, you can't register for the other. Stays booked using reward nights or points in cash are not eligible, and neither are bookings made through online travel agencies or other reservation sites. Makes perfect sense. Terms of the offer do not specify maximum number of points you can earn through this promotion. Only stays after registration will qualify, and your stay must include a paid rate of at least $30. Now, I don't know if this will stack with some of the other offers. Can't guarantee. You could always try to register for as many as you can and go from there. Triple points in Germany. Those traveling to Germany can register for a region-specific offer and book their stays by May 31st. So this is already passed. And the IHG1 Rewards app, if you register for a new IHG1 Rewards account, download the application, you got 500 bonus points as long as you log in before December 31st of this year. If you're already an IHG member, you're not eligible for this. Oops. But IHG with a bunch of offers available to you. The triple points in Germany is cool, and the triple points on select brands is cool, but also the unlimited double points through September is nifty. So there you go. Chase has added some interesting language to a few of its cards regarding its primary rental car insurance. Now, as a New Yorker, and this doesn't affect me anymore as much, and if you're in a state where your car insurance is primary, regardless of what credit cards you hold, this will also be not as much of a concern. But for those who use their cards for primary rental car coverage, Chase has added some limits to the upper end of what they're willing to pay out. So Chase recently added $60,000 limit to the amount it will pay out for auto rental collision damage waiver if a car is damaged or stolen, as first reported by Frequent Miler. Cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card and the Chase Ink Business Cash Card previously did not have reimbursement limits on those for this benefit, and they covered up to the actual cash price of your rental car. It's no longer the case. According to the terms and conditions, the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, the benefit now provides reimbursement up to $60,000 for theft and collision damage for most vehicles, rental vehicles with an MSRP of $125,000 or less. Thankfully, coverage is still primary for most cardholders. This change is also reflected on other cards, including the new United Quest card, the new United Explorer card. Check your card's benefits page to see if it's been affected. This does not affect the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Ritz-Carlton card, those cards have long had a limit of $75,000 on the auto rental collision damage waiver. This isn't Chase's only rental card coverage change. Last October, the bank removed primary coverage for New York State residents. Coverage is now secondary for renters with a personal car insurance policy, which means your personal policy will pay out first, and then if your rental is stolen or lost as a result, you can face higher insurance premiums after a claim. Does this matter? Honestly, for most vehicles, probably not. If you are just doing, I don't want to say the standard car, right? Because the standard car is usually like something small. This mentions the Chevy Malibu or the Nissan Altima. If you're doing like a standard SUV, something like a Ford Edge, or up to about a Ford Explorer, like a low-end Ford Explorer, you're starting to push it. But honestly, this is going to cover most rental car vehicles. Most folks will get like the cheapest thing they can get, or like the next cheapest car, because they don't want to pay a ton for a rental car. Now, if you do happen to be someone who rents high-end luxury cars, then you're going to start running into issues. Upgraded Points mentions the BMW 430i convertible that they rented at a starting price of $58,700. Quickly gets more expensive based on its configuration. Now, if you have the Sapphire Reserve, you're going to be mostly good because you have a $15,000 cushion in terms of the amount that would get paid out should things happen. Again, I'm a New Yorker. I'm screwed either way because life. Honestly, American Express has a separate insurance policy for rentals that you can buy independent of the coverage that comes on the American Express Platinum and the coverage that you can get with the American Express Green. I know Joe Barretto mentions this coverage a lot. I know that it is his like primary means of doing auto coverage. I would not be surprised if Chase copies that sort of model going forward, where you can get a higher limit to the damage waiver amount that they'll pay out if you pay an additional amount for additional coverage. So just be prepared for that. Banks are going to make their money. Insurance is going to make its money because banks and insurance companies are absolutely not your friend. But if you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you will have a $60,000 cap on the amount that would get paid out for collision damage waiver. Again, it's better to have and not need than need and not have. But this is generally not something you have to worry about too much. Otherwise, if you're super worried about it, you can also buy the additional collision damage waiver that the renter that you are renting from will pay for. We've got a new bonus for the US Bank Altitude Connect. No annual fee card, of course. This is going to be a new 30,000 point or $300 welcome offer on $1,000 in spend in the first 3 months of holding the card. Again, this card has no annual fee now. It used to be $95 annual fee. It does still cover TSA global entry and pre-check for however much longer that's the case. And it does come with 4 priority passes that include restaurant for however much longer that's the case. But the US Bank Altitude Connect now has a new welcome offer of up to $300 or 30,000 bonus points after you spend $1,000 on the card within your first 90 days of holding the card. Now, 90 days would be about November, and we're going to find out about transfer partners probably before November, and we'll find out if Altitude points can pool to the US Bank Altitude Reserve for transfer partners before the end of the year. I have to imagine something like that is coming. Would I say speculatively go out and grab another 30,000 points for US Bank? No. Would I say you should trust US Bank? That is entirely up to you. Just look at their body of work for the last since late 2023. If that is something you are willing to jump into, that is on you. Me, personally, I don't think I'm going to be worrying about US Bank reward. Or there are some US Bank cards that could be of some appeal to me, depending on what sort of limits I might be able to get. But based on what I got from Milan, I'm not super sure what I'll get from US Bank. But 30,000 point welcome offer, higher than usual. That is at the high end of welcome offers for no annual fee cards with a $1,000 spend. The Wells Fargo autograph is only 20,000 points on $1,000 in spend. The City Strata card, the new no annual fee card, that is 30,000 points on $1,000 in spend. So it's at that upper limit. Other cards are typically about 200, maybe 250 on $1,000 in spend, and some are 200 to 250 on 1,500 in spend. So not a bad welcome offer. It's just going to be a question of where you're going to use the points. Who knows? We're going to move over to Aeroplan now. Aeroplan has adopted a revenue-based status, so your spend will help you determine your status level. Revenue-based points earning. Aeroplan is joining many other airline loyalty programs that have switched to revenue-based earning as of January 1st of 2026. Rather than earning a set number of points related to the distance of your Air Canada flight, you'll be awarded points based on the amount you paid for your ticket. The exact amount will be 1 Aeroplan point per Canadian dollar spent on Aeroplan flights, typically 73 cents in USD at the time of publishing. That will fluctuate because currency exchanges always fluctuate, and other potential reasons with the US dollar. As per normal practice, points will only be rewarded for the base fare and carrier surcharges, while taxes, fees, and third-party charges won't be eligible for points. Earning rates will increase to between 2x and 6x points earned per Canadian dollar spent, depending on the passenger's level of Aeroplan's elite status. So far, Air Canada hasn't provided an exact breakdown of how that will work. Ultimately, this means that a passenger buying an expensive last-minute ticket will earn more points than a passenger who got a deal on their ticket when purchasing in advance. More than likely, the person making that purchase in advance is probably going to be using award tickets more and more earlier in the process than worrying about building the biggest pool of points, because you'll build your points by doing the expensive last-minute trip. Aeroplan new qualifying credits, new status qualifying credits, also from January 1st, 2026. Status qualifying credits will be introduced as the sole way for earning Air Canada Aeroplan status. The new SQCs will replace existing status qualifying miles, status qualifying segments, and status qualifying dollars. This mirrors moves to a single metric in other programs, such as Delta Medallion's qualifying dollars, so MQDs, and American Airlines loyalty points. For every Canadian dollar spent, Aeroplan members will earn up to 4 SQCs. Similar to the previously mentioned Aeroplan points, this will exclude taxes, fees, and third-party charges. Aeroplan members can also earn up to 25,000 SQCs through eligible Aeroplan credit card spending and an additional 25,000 SQCs via eligible partner activity. Not sure what that means. For every 10,000 SQCs earned, Aeroplan members will unlock milestone benefits such as bonus SQCs, status passes, and more. And finally, beginning in 2027, primary account holders of Aeroplan premium credit cards will earn a 10% SQC bonus of the previous year's earnings when qualifying for Aeroplan Elite status. So your spend and the SQCs produced from your spend, you'll get a 10% bonus starting in 2027. And yes, the Chase Aeroplan card counts for this. I'm curious to see if they might introduce a higher tier Chase Aeroplan card in the not too distant future, or potentially a Chase Business Aeroplan card. We'll have to see. But Air Canada's much-loved Aeroplan loyalty program is jumping on the revenue-based trend. This is often interpreted as a devaluation of a program rather than a customer-centric change in the way airlines try to spin it. Only time will tell, but we'll see what happens from there. So, Air Canada introducing SQCs. Our last 3 items revolve around World of Hyatt, and 2 of them revolve around American Airlines. We'll jump up next. Advantage Elites can match to World of Hyatt Explorers. So simply linking your World of Hyatt and American Airlines Advantage accounts can earn you complimentary Hyatt Elite status. This is a limited time offer, so register now to take advantage. Here's how it works. From today, American Advantage Elite status holders who have linked their account to World of Hyatt membership can register for this promotion. Advantage Gold, Platinum, Platinum Pro, and Executive Platinum Pro members are eligible for the promotion. Your World of Hyatt and Advantage accounts must be linked prior to registering for the offer, whether you're starting out with Advantage Gold status or have the top of the chain Executive Platinum Pro. Advantage members will receive 90 days of the same Hyatt Explorer status, Hyatt second highest tier. Registration runs until October 31st of 2025 and will instantly trigger World of Hyatt Explorer status. During that 90-day period, you will have the chance to maintain that by spending at least 10 nights at World of Hyatt's. So to keep it through February of 2027, members must stay at least 10 qualifying nights at Hyatt properties within the 90-day trial period. To upgrade to top level Globalist, you have to spend a total of 20 nights that would need to be needed. So Explorer status comes with a host of benefits: complimentary bottle of water, dedicated check-in area at hotels, late checkout at 2 p.m. when available at participating hotels, upgrades to the best available room, excluding suites. World of Hyatt Globalist, of course, comes with that 4 p.m. checkout, upgrades to the best room available, including standard suites, free daily breakfast, club lounge access, and more. World of Hyatt Globalist is considered one of the top hotel statuses in the credit card game. It's World of Hyatt, Globalist, and Hilton Diamond are pretty much neck and neck, and then not too far behind is Marriott. What is Titanium? Titanium. It's the one you can't get with a credit card. If you have any American Airlines status, you can status match to World of Hyatt and spend 10 nights at a World of Hyatt to keep Explorist until February of 2027. If you want to get World of Hyatt Globalist, you'll have to spend 20 nights. Now, you won't get any milestone rewards along the way to Globalist. You will get milestone rewards, I believe, just for spending the 20 nights. So you'll get that first milestone, and then you'll unlock Globalist. But everything between 20 and 60, you will. All right, next up, if you have World of Hyatt status, you can status match over to American Airlines Elite status. So Hyatt Elite members register for free Advantage Elite status. So if you are Hyatt Discoverist, Explorist, or Globalist, you can register for Gold Elite status for 4 months. It's the first status of the promotion. Gold is the lowest tier. It offers key benefits like complimentary upgrades on American and Alaska Airlines, 40% mileage bonus, complimentary main cabin extra at check-in, and preferred seats at booking, priority boarding, free check bag. In the next phase, you can keep your benefits for an additional 4 months by earning loyalty points, the single metric that American Airlines uses for elite status. Phase 1 is matching your status. You'll get to keep the advantage. You'll keep Advantage Gold for 4 months. Then in those 4 months, you have to earn enough loyalty points to keep Gold, and then you can move up to potentially Executive Platinum Pro based on how many loyalty points you can earn. So unfortunately, this offer isn't available to everyone who participated in an instant status pass in the last 24 months. It's also not available to members who already have the same or higher Advantage Elite status tier. So you can't match back to Gold if you lost Gold. The spokesperson for Hyatt confirmed that members who are eligible to participate will receive an email alerting them to register within the next few weeks. There you go. So last year, Explorers and Globalists were the only ones who could sign up. Now Discoverers can. Unfortunately, that means that you're only matching to American Advantage Gold. You're not matching to Executive Platinum Pro or Platinum Pro. American Airlines overhauled its loyalty program in 2024 qualifying year with just one simple metric. It's revenue-based for elite status, makes qualifying all about your spending and not necessarily the amount that you're flying. You'll earn 1 loyalty point per dollar on many activities, including travel on American and its One World partners, as well as spending on American Advantage co-branded credit cards, Advantage shopping, and dining portals, among others. And it's a straightforward approach. So you could earn top-tier Executive Platinum by spending $67,000 on a co-branded card and never setting foot on an American Airlines plane. That's silly. You shouldn't have to do that, but it is a way to do it. So there you go. American Airlines to Hyatt, Hyatt to American Airlines. Pretty simple. Last bit here, you can purchase Hyatt points with a 20% discount. So it's going to run until October 6th. Through points.com, you may be targeted to receive a 20% discount when purchasing 7,000 or more World of Hyatt points through October 6th of 2025. However, you've seen folks only need to be able to purchase 5,000 points depending on your relationship with World of Hyatt. So be sure to check your specific offer. The prices dropped for purchasing Hyatt points to 2.08 cents per point, which is better than the price of 2.17 cents per point that you saw in the last sale, which is offering a 20% bonus instead of a 20% discount. You can purchase your points there. Now, with World of Hyatt, you must be a World of Hyatt member for at least 60 days to purchase or receive bonus points. Bonus points can be purchased in increments of 1,000 up to 55,000 points per calendar year. The maximum number of points you can purchase is typically 55,000, but it has been elevated for some members during this offer. So who knows? Promotion ends October 6th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since it's handled through points.com, look for your points.com stacks. Rakuten does the points.com stack. It's 1.25% cashback or 1.25x membership reward points. Top Cashback has 2.52% cashback. Rove miles will do up to, I believe, 1.6x Rove miles per dollar spent on points.com, and it includes World of Hyatt. So you do have a number of options. Those are 3 right there, but check out Cashback Monitor. Other sites may offer you more, may offer you less, depending on what your needs are. Typically, it's cashback, but again, Rakuten is special because it gives you membership reward points, and Rove is special because it gives you Rove miles. However you wish to value those. But that is going to do it for today. Bunch of tidbits across the board. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe down below. Check out the pinned comment for ways to support me outside of YouTube. If you want to support me here on YouTube, consider becoming a channel member. $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. If you heard an interruption in audio that said, hello, hello, that was John from John's Credit and Travel. I had one of his live streams waiting and it just triggered on, but check out John's Credit and Travel. Subscribe to him as well. John R. He's in everybody's lives. Check out John. Support John. Subscribe to his channel. Check me out on the Stack Your Points podcast. We record on Mondays. We release on Wednesdays and Fridays here on YouTube. We do a live on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. And finally, check me out on the Bridge Banter podcast, where RJ from Stack Your Points and I discuss Star Trek. We talk about Lower Decks, and then we do a lower dive into all things other Star Treks as well. So thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere else. You stuck around with me for a long tidbits today. My apologies, but bunch to cover. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.